Hey bookworms, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new here. I'm Sam. In today's video, we are going to be predicting some 5-star reads. So, I really struggle at predicting like what books are going to be 5 stars now because I've been wrong the majority of the time, which I mean that doesn't give much hope to this video, right? But we're going to remain hopeful because I really do feel like these books have a good chance of being 5 stars. So I have a few here that I actually physically own, and I have some that's coming out soon and one that is on the way. So I don't really have anything else to say, so let's just jump straight into the video with the first book on this list. First one is the sequel to Only a Monster called Never a Hero or Never the Hero. I've actually pre-ordered my fairy edition of this book because I just have every bit of hope that it's going to be a 5-star just like the first one. I did not expect the first book to be a 5-star for me, nor for it to be like obviously a favourite. So I really have hope that this one is going to follow and be a 5-star as well. If it's not, I'm going to be really disappointed. But I really do think that this will be 5 stars. Fingers crossed. In this book, we're pretty much following this girl who learns that her family are monsters. They steal the life from other people, like so they could steal like a year from someone in order to be able to time travel. Our main character's family gets massacred, so she wants to time travel back in time to try and warn her grandmother before she was even born. So it's got time travel, it's got romance, enemies to lovers. It's just absolutely a perfect read and I can't recommend it enough. So I am so excited for the sequel to come out. Next up is another sequel, and that is to Belladonna, and this one is called Foxglove. This actually comes out in the month of August, so we do not have that long to wait, and I can't I'm so excited I can't talk partly. So yeah, this one comes out this month. I'm really excited for it. Again, Belladonna was another book that I didn't expect for it to become a favourite. It is historic fiction, fantasy, mystery, and we find this character who can't die. She ends up having this connection to death, and there may or may not be a little romance while she's trying to solve like who is trying to kill her cousin, I believe, and killed her aunt, maybe. So yeah, that's just like mystery, and she teams up with death. It is just honestly such a perfect read, and the way the book left off makes me desperate to read the next one in the series. I just have every hope that this is going to be 5 stars. Like, I just feel it. I feel it in my bones. Fingers crossed. Next one is another one that comes out this month, and I do not know much about this other than I saw the cover and the title, and I am dying to read it. The excitement for this book is real, and that is My Roommate is a Vampire. I don't know why, but I think that this is going to be a really good read just by the title, the cover. I mean, the cover should be here. I'm just saying it, I think this could be a 5-star. It feels like it's going to be like a unique type of romance, maybe. And I can't wait. Like, most of these books I can't wait to read, so I'm going to try and stop saying that. Also, I'm sorry, I think I've got like a code, like, seriously. So, I don't really know, like I said, too much about this, otherwise then it's called My Roommate's a Vampire. So I'm guessing it means that her roommate is literally a vampire. Yeah. Next up is another book that comes out, I think, this month. I feel like every book's coming out this month. I could be wrong, but this is the 4th and final book in the series of the American Royals, and this one is called Rain. I have pretty much given every book in this series, I believe, 5 stars, apart from the second one. I gave the first one 5 stars, then 4, then 5. And with the way the last book ended, I need to know what's going to happen next, and I'm really hoping that this book will be a 5-star and just follow suit and end off the series with 5-star, and then it's all tied together really nicely. I'll be really disappointed if it was anything less than a 5-star. Like, if it's a 4-star, I can deal with that. Anything less, then I might cry. But yeah, this is the final book in the series. In this book, we are following this character called Beatrice, who's next in line to be queen. We then have her sister Samantha, who's a princess, and her twin brother Jefferson. We then have Daphne, who used to date the prince, who now wants him back. And then we have Nina, Samantha's best friend. Yeah, there's a lot of drama, twist, love triangles happening. It is basically like Gossip Girl. It's basically Gossip Girl meets Princess's Diaries, which is just perfect. Perfect, honestly, I love it. And I'm sad that the series is coming to an end, but at the same time, I'm really excited to be able to tick off another series that I've completed. So yay! Another book that is one that I didn't expect to give the first book a 5-star, and that is, I can't remember what it's called, I have it right here. This Fisher's Grace, the sequel comes out, and I think it's called The Cursed Light. Just the way the first book shocked me with how much I actually enjoyed it, especially because fantasy books I'm really like strict on giving 5 stars. I'm really excited to see how this one goes, especially with what happened, and yeah, I just think this book has every potential of becoming a 5-star. Normally with sequels I'm always nervous, but I really do feel like a lot of sequels I am saying will be 5 stars will be, and this is definitely up there with my 5-star predictions. I'm saying it now, it's going to be a 5-star. Next up, a book that comes out later on this year by an author I'm sure most of us all know, and that's Beth O'Leary's new book called The Wake Up Call. I've read 2 of her books before. I've read The Road Trip, which I gave 4 stars, and I read her most recent book, which is The No-Show. That book completely took me by surprise. I didn't expect it to be as emotional as it was, and it was just so well thought out and planned out. The author clearly made so much effort with that book, and it definitely paid off. So her newest book is called The Wake Up Call. I believe it's about these 2 kind of enemies to lovers maybe, and they're trying to renovate a hotel. Not too sure, but I just have faith in Beth O'Leary, so I mean, of course I'm going to predict this will be a 5-star, like it has to be, right? So this book is actually on its way. It was supposed to come today, like I paid extra for it to come today, and it's coming tomorrow, so boo Amazon. This one is called The Unsinkable Greta James, I believe. Now, this is contemporary romance, but I have been told it's more contemporary, which is definitely normally not my thing. The reason why I'm even getting this book is because I saw Meg's Books read this. Now, she predicted this book was going to be like a 2-star. She was not excited for it, and this book ended up being a 5-star read for her, and she bawled her eyes out. I'm looking for a good book that's going to make me cry. I don't feel like I've read one in a while. Hey, you can't go up there, buddy. My cat's done it. Oh, okay, he can do what he wants, apparently. Anyway, so it's really weird that I'm predicting it to be a 5-star, just because, one, a lot of books that Meg has given 5 stars I've not loved, but I just love watching her videos either way, and contemporary isn't really normally my thing, but for some reason there's something in me telling me that this is actually going to be a 5-star and take me by surprise like it did with her. So this one's actually coming tomorrow, and I actually plan to read this one for a video, so you guys are going to know very soon if it was a 5-star. This is probably the one that's just on the edge of being risque, but I am going to be it. I really hope this is going to be a 5-star read. Now, let's move on to the books that I physically own. And the first one is a book that my partner read. And from what he's told me about it, it sounds like a lot of fun. It just sounds different from anything I've read before. And that is Matt Haig, The Humans. My partner's read this and he gave it a 4-star. But I do feel like this sounds like something that I could potentially give a 5-star. I believe we're following this character who is an alien. And he comes to Earth. I think he's trying to find out if anyone knows this information. He basically takes over the life of this man, and he has to pose as this human to the wife, the dog on the cover. I believe it's the only person, animal that he likes, and he strikes up a bond. It just sounds really funny. My partner's told me a few things about this that are non-spoilery, like how people sticking their middle finger up at him, so he thinks I'm way off saying hello, and I just think that's hilarious. Maybe I'll give this a 5-star. Bear in mind, my partner gave it a 4-star, but we will see. Next up on this list is page 2, Only Love Can Hurt Like This. I don't know much about this other than the title just kind of stands out to me, and we do have on here, it says, an earth-shattering secret, a life-changing love story. And for some reason, just that itself has made me predict that this could be a 5-star. I own a lot of page 2 books though, and I really need to get through them all. She's probably the author I own the most books of. Yeah, but I do want to get this one soon. Also, Beth O'Leary wrote beautiful. This is so beautiful. Yeah, so I mean, hello, Beth O'Leary. So yeah, don't know too much about it. I just know that for me, the title just stands out and just makes me feel like I could read this and absolutely love it. Next up is The Prisoner by B.A. Parish. I read this author's other book, The Therapist, and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 4-star, maybe. So yeah, we got then when she agrees to marry this guy, and then we have now where she's being held captive. So it looks like we're going to follow between 2 different timelines and find out what led to her being in the situation, who's responsible. I just think that this book sounds really good, and on the front it's dark, you don't know where you are, you hear footsteps approaching. That sounds so eerie, imagine. I can't imagine being locked away somewhere and you just don't know what's going on. So yeah, I feel like this has that potential again. I keep saying that and I was just sure. Next one is a book that I've gone to read a few different times and I just haven't got to it, but I still feel like this one has that potential still because it just sounds so fun. I've read the first chapter and it had me laughing. I've seen nothing but good reviews for this book, and that is Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. This is her adult romance. I've read her YA romance. I'm actually reading another YA romance by her for my readathon that I'm taking part in. And this one, just because of the first chapter, it just makes me feel very positive that I could say that could potentially be a 5-star. Then we have The Lake House. So this is about a character, I believe, who has OCD, and she goes to like an off-the-grid sort of camp, but when they get there, everybody's dead, apart from I think her and one other person, and that is all I know. But there's no phone service, there's nothing, so they're pretty much trapped here and they need to escape or figure out what's going on because the murderer could still be there. But this cover, oh my god, this cover is amazing. I actually think I might read this for a challenge video, which I'm working on, just because, you know, I do predict it's going to be a 5-star, and the video I'm doing is a challenge video where we try and find a 5-star read. So these books will actually all fit in with that. So the last book on this list is a book that I got literally a couple of days ago, and it just sounds like kind of unique, which is why it's on this list, because a lot of unique romances, like for example the 7-Year Slip, where, you know, the character falls in love with a guy from the past, you know, that ended up being a 5-star. So I think this one could as well. And that is Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. So this is about a character. I believe she like has this accident. She's diagnosed with a property, like temporary condition known as face blindness. So she can see, but every face she looks at is now like a jumbled puzzle of disconnected features. And I believe this is like a romance where she falls in love with someone and she can't properly see their face, and that just to me sounds like quite unique. I have read a book, I think it's Rock Paper Scissors, where the character had sort of facial blindness in that, but I've never read it in like a romance, so I like to see like the difference of how it's done. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to read this one. This is one I really want to read for the challenge video as well, so hopefully I get that soon. And that's all my 5-star prediction books. Will they actually be 5 stars? Fingers crossed. I will probably do a follow-up for this video once I've read them all. I might even do a video where I read a few of them for a separate video. Obviously I have some that I want to read for my challenge video, but yeah, fingers crossed that these actually end up being 5 stars. I really do have high hopes for it. I really think that a lot of these could be. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget that like button, hit subscribe, it would mean the world to me, and until next time, bye!